Good morning, or good afternoon. So I am at Sunset Point this morning, this rainy, drizzly, cold, chilly November morning. And the sun has risen. Just can't see it yet. There's the power lines. So if I kept going that direction, I'd run into my spot at Rock Hill Park. I hear my airplanes. They get to fly above the clouds and see the sun. And here is a power line. Good gracious. Have y'all noticed those new power lines that they're putting up near school by the river stop? They're not the most attractive looking things, are they? Have you seen where on the interstates at certain places, I've noticed what they do is they make the radio towers or electric towers or cell phone towers look like trees? Have you seen this before? I'm gonna walk down here. Actually, I don't know how I feel about it other than it looks weird. It looks like a Lego tree, very large Lego tree, missing some branches. I'll have to try to be on the lookout next road trip, see if you can find a tower that is camouflaged like a tree. Because they are not pretty, but they are necessary. Look at this pretty tree. I think this is called the river birch. Look at the pretty bark. This is pretty here. I've been here one time before. This bark is so interesting to me. See how it does peel off? But it's like it sheds its bark, or people. No, I think it does it on its own. This is the type of tree it is. I might be wrong, it might be a poplar tree. How do I identify a tree? By its leaves and its bark, right? Oh, nice. Got a fire pit. I didn't know they had a fire pit here. So again, thinking about what I've seen in my natural environment, there's Catawba, the man-made, pushing up against the natural. Also, a talking point you can write down after man-made things in a natural environment. That's the first topic. The second topic would be that of how do you identify a person, maybe? Because we're talking about a tree in this particular instance, and I said bark and leaves, but as you begin to really have your eyes opened to your identity, who you are, not what you are, who you are, your identity, how do you, what is your identity is the simplest way to ask this question. What is your identity? How do you identify yourself first? Because you can control you, and you know you best. Other people know you very, very, very well, but they aren't you. So leaves and bark identify a tree by the outside appearance, right? But I'm sure that if we got inside the genetic makeup of the tree, we would be able to see what kind of tree it was as well. So So this morning, as we jot down some points to ponder and reflect upon on our own, the second question would be, what is your identity? How would you describe yourself just today? And does that change from day to day? Your identity, does it change? So today, as you focus on one of those two questions to just reflect on and ponder and write about and self-reflect, oftentimes in our man-made school that we go to during the week, we forget about the natural school of life. Lessons learned in a building, life lessons learned living life. And as we focus on our identity, we identify who we believe we are. Often we should listen to who people we love and trust say they see us as, or how they might even identify us from the outside looking in. And then for some of us that believe in a creator, how does that push up against, or how does that mesh with or work along with what we see as ourselves, who we are, how we identify? And does that change? Does the identity of that tree change? Can it change its identity? Well, I'm not going to get too deep on you right now, but this tree looks different now than it did, say, 6 months ago, right? So there's transformation, there's evolution. I don't know what word you want to use. But today I'm not going to talk you through your deep thoughts with my deep thoughts. And some of us have shallow thoughts, and some of us have very little thought at all. Again, where are you at on our adventure? Are you in it? Are you here for it? Are you sleeping through it? I sure do miss out on hearing what some of you guys think and feel, because you're private, and I respect that. But others of you might be willing to share your thoughts and your feelings about some of these things. Would you be willing to share with the class or with me? If you write them down, you can always just give them to me. If you type them up, if you want to speak them out loud, there's power in that for sure. But it also takes a confidence to tell people that are your peers what you think and feel about these things. So I challenge and encourage and invite you to talk. Let's talk for 5 minutes with a timer set after mindfulness. Let's learn from each other in this classroom, this man-made classroom filled with 20-something other humans that have lived life and have been schooled by it naturally, and how we can learn from one another, and also, by the way, find out what we have in common. Because today I would like to, or not today, this week, I would like to invite, challenge, and encourage everyone in my class to play a game. In this thing called life, you will come to my classroom and we will sit across from each other and we will interview one another for 1 minute. And we will see if we can't find something in common with the person that sits across from us. Something we share in common. And hopefully you can find something deeper than we are both humans, okay? Can you find something about who you are? I don't know that I want to say what you are, but who you are, or something you're passionate about, or something that you feel strongly about, or something that you, let's just say you like it a lot. Excuse me. Find out what you share in common. Because all these trees around me are not the same. different trees coexisting together. But what do you have in common? All right. Y'all, you have a good day.